The Boise River. It is at the heart of Ada County, Idaho, but also represents a transportation challenge. In East Boise, a bridge was long needed to connect Warm Springs Avenue and ParkCenter Boulevard.
The East ParkCenter Bridge is a major piece of connectivity.
The bridge has been envisioned for some 30 years by regional planners. The construction started in advance of the planned building of hundreds of homes in the Barber Valley, where the Harris Ranch development can be found.
We're just delighted that it's finally going out there on the ground.
Construction comes at a cost of $14 million. The Ada County Highway District, also known as ACHD, is in charge of the bridge work.
This is actually going to take all of the traffic from the Barber Valley, bring it down ParkCenter, which is where it belongs. ParkCenter was always engineered to handle the traffic. It'll help alleviate traffic on Boise Avenue and on Warm Springs. Both of those roads were never designed to handle the kind of traffic that's going to be coming out of Barber Valley. So this is really an amazing piece of infrastructure for us.
Work on the bridge construction began in the spring of 2008, with completion planned for late fall 2009. Already the bridge is starting to take shape. The bridge will have 4 travel lanes, sidewalks, bike lanes, and greenbelt connections.
What we're looking at right here is just kind of an interim sub-base. It kind of gives you an approximate of how the bridge is going to rise as it approaches the river.
The so-called East ParkCenter Bridge is actually 3 bridges, with the main bridge spanning more than 400 feet across the Boise River.
You have the Loggers Creek Bridge on the south side of the river, which is just a conspan concrete arch. It spans, it looks really good over there right now. It's in place. The second bridge is the Boise River Bridge, again approximately 440 feet. And then you have the Walnut Ditch Bridge right over here.
While work is on schedule, it is a complicated job. One of the challenges was pile driving, the process of embedding support structures deep underground to bear the load of the bridge. There is a total of 182 piles, and the process was finished in September 2008. Since that time, work has concentrated on building pedestrian tunnels to provide routes for greenbelt traffic under the bridge. Work has also been done to widen and repave ParkCenter Boulevard near the bridge on the south side and the bridge over Walling Ditch, located near Warm Springs Avenue. Throughout the work, groundwater has been a major consideration. Dewatering ponds have been used to store water displaced during construction.
As you go underground, you have groundwater obviously under there. In order to drive pile into the ground or in order to clear the debris, you have to be able to pump that water out and put them in dewatering stations.
There are also environmental considerations. ACHD must repair existing wetlands or create new wetlands to compensate for those being taken by the bridge project.
The main environmental impact was handled by the Harris family, who donated an absolutely marvelous gift for us of 10 acres at the cost of $3 million of wetlands, so we could mitigate any problems that the bridge is causing for the wetland habitat.
The donated land and new wetlands are on the north side of the river near the Eckert Road Bridge. ACHD has also given special thought to Riverside Elementary students.
We put in a walking path for the children along Riverwalk so we could reroute the kids down River Rock and our Riverwalk to the school and try to keep them out of this construction area. We already have the school crossings in place. We have school crossing guards that are going to remain in place. I believe we'll be able to keep the children safe.
In addition, ACHD is reducing the impact of the construction on nearby businesses as well as motorists.
I think there's obviously a little bit of construction going on, but it really hasn't impacted this whatsoever. They've done a good job of keeping the roads open.
Business owner Werner says he is happy about the bridge and believes it will improve access to his businesses in Bown Crossing and downtown.
The bridge is just going to open up more access to the other side of Boise River. You know, it's going to open up Harris Ranch. It's going to open up the Mesa, Warm Springs.
The next step in construction will be the most exciting, the installation of the main bridge deck.
We're bringing the 2 cranes on site. Girders will be delivered 1st of January at some point, and right there in the first part of January, and those will start getting flown in the air, and that's when the real fun or the real action really starts to begin, is when you see those getting welded together, bolted together, and then putting over the river.
Even with all the concrete and steel, the design of the bridge is meant to help preserve the beauty of the natural setting.
One of the things you'll see there is you'll have some steel railing all along the way, with so anybody that's riding their bikes or pedestrians or vehicles can actually have a view of the river. Another one of the things that we tried to do was make the bridge as low as possible, so when the trees and the cottonwoods and everything bloom, it kind of hides, the bridge kind of hides amongst the trees in the natural background.
Work is not limited to the bridge construction. There will be a new signalized intersection at Warm Springs Avenue and ParkCenter, as well as at Bown Way, along with some other improvements.
Up and down ParkCenter, we're doing quite a bit of work to make ParkCenter itself safer. We're going to keep the speed limit down to 35 miles an hour. We've put in a pedestrian parkway or crossway for the park on Bagley Park. Down there, that's already in and working. We're going to put a traffic signal in at Law and ParkCenter, and that will be in before the bridge is completed. We're trying to get these improvements done along ParkCenter so people can get used to them before the bridge opens, and then once the bridge opens, there won't be so much infrastructure that's new to get used to. All they'll have to do is get used to the bridge.
It is all part of a massive project that does not come along very often.
This is a marvelous opportunity we have for connectivity. Usually connectivity doesn't happen across a river. This is one of the most gorgeous pieces of the Boise River, in my opinion, that we have. And this bridge is going to be gorgeous. It is going to complement the river. It's going to complement biking, pedestrian use. And I think we're very blessed to be able to have it.